Life is a progression of decisions, every one guiding us down an extraordinary way. The reasoning of aloofness, supported by any semblance of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, offers significant insights into settling on choices that can mold our lives in significant courses. In this investigation, we'll dig into 10 choices inspired by apathetic rules that have the ability to change your journey. These choices are not simply brief moments but rather intentional decisions that line up with the core principles of aloofness, leading to an existence of wisdom, versatility, and reason. So, we should set out on a journey of self-discovery and strengthening as we uncover the 10 choices that can truly transform your life from the perspective of apathy. Assuming you value what we're helping here out, all I'll ask from you is to raise a ruckus around town button and skirt no piece of this video. So, let's set out on this journey together, embracing the wisdom of the Stoics and changing our lives for the better. Number 1. Express yes to what matters. Each time we express yes to something, we are making a conscious choice to contribute our significant investment. This means that each yes invariably comes with a no to something else. Seneca carefully noted, "It isn't that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This knowledge moves us to be more selective and purposeful with our commitments. How often do we find ourselves saying okay without much forethought, commitment, or apprehension about missing out, only to realize later that those choices didn't enrich our lives? To express yes to what is important, we need to stop and consider our priorities. Ask yourself, is this really significant? Will it matter in a year, 5 years, or 10 years? This line of questioning helps sift through the noise and focus on what truly aligns with our values and long-term goals. For example, think about the difference between investing time with loved ones versus getting caught up in petty online entertainment. One supports our relationships and well-being, while the other often leads to unnecessary stress and distraction. Expressing yes to what matters isn't just about grand gestures or major decisions, it's also about the small everyday choices that collectively impact our lives. Imagine starting your day with a few moments of gratitude, acknowledging the gift of life itself. As Marcus Aurelius suggested, this simple practice can set a positive tone for the day and remind us to appreciate the little things that often slip by unnoticed. Apathy teaches us to value life and live deliberately. This means recognizing that each moment is a gift and should be used wisely. Every day presents endless opportunities to practice this principle, whether it's dedicating time to a meaningful project, engaging in deep conversations, or simply enjoying a quiet moment of reflection. These are the choices that enrich our lives and bring us closer to our true selves. It's also crucial to remember that saying yes to what matters often requires saying no to what doesn't. This can be challenging, especially when it involves letting go of habits, commitments, or even relationships that no longer serve us. However, in doing so, we free up space and energy for what truly resonates with our principles. As the Stoics would advise, this process isn't about deprivation but about creating room for abundance in the areas that count. Number 2. Be restrained. Discipline begins with recognizing that every day presents us with countless choices. Some are mundane, like deciding what to have for breakfast, while others are more significant, such as choosing how to respond to a challenging situation. Regardless of the scale, every decision is a valuable opportunity to practice discipline. It's about consistently making choices that align with our values and long-term goals, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. Consider the daily habits that shape our lives. Apathy teaches us the importance of routines and practices that cultivate a disciplined mind. For example, starting the day with a moment of reflection or meditation can set a focused and intentional tone. This practice, which Marcus Aurelius himself engaged in, helps center our thoughts and prepare us for the challenges ahead. It's in these quiet moments of reflection that we build the mental resilience needed to face the day's setbacks. Seneca emphasized the power of thoughts in shaping our lives. He said, "We become what we think about most of the time." This highlights the importance of disciplined thinking. By training our minds to focus on what is within our control and letting go of what isn't, we develop a sense of inner peace and strength. This mental discipline isn't about suppressing emotions but about managing them in a way that serves our highest good. Physical discipline is equally important. The Stoics believed that caring for our bodies is a form of respect for ourselves and the life we have been given. Regular exercise, mindful eating, and adequate rest are not just about maintaining health but about building resilience. When our bodies are strong and well-nourished, our minds are better able to handle stress and adversity. This holistic approach to discipline ensures that we are equipped to face life's challenges with power and clarity. Discipline also involves the courage to say no to distractions and temptations that pull us away from our goals. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get sidetracked by online entertainment, endless leisure options, or even the allure of procrastination. Apathy teaches us the importance of staying true to our path. It's about committing to what truly matters and being willing to forego immediate gratification for long-term fulfillment. This could mean setting boundaries, establishing a structured schedule, or simply being mindful of how we spend our time. It's important to remember that discipline is a practice, not a destination. There will be days when we falter, when motivation wanes, or when we succumb to distractions. The key is to approach these moments with self-compassion and a commitment to refocus. Apathy encourages us to see each day as a fresh beginning, an opportunity to start anew with renewed focus and determination. As Seneca wisely noted, begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Integrating discipline into our lives changes the way we approach both the ordinary and the extraordinary. It empowers us to live with intention, to make choices that reflect our values, and to face challenges with courage and grace. By being disciplined, we are not only more effective in achieving our goals but also more aligned with our authentic selves. Discipline is about taking control of our lives and steering them toward a path that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations. It's about realizing that every small action, every daily habit, contributes to the larger tapestry of our lives. By embracing the apathetic principles of discipline, we can navigate life's uncertainties with resilience and purpose, creating a life of meaning and fulfillment. Number 3. Don't suffer in advance. Seneca wisely noted, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." This insight sheds light on a common human experience. Much of our suffering is self-induced, born of our minds projecting fears and worst-case scenarios that may never actually occur. Consider how often we let our thoughts wander to the future, spinning elaborate tales about what might happen. These imagined fears can be as varied as worrying about an upcoming presentation at work, fretting about potential health issues, or grappling with financial stability. While some level of preparation and foresight is prudent, allowing these fears to dominate our thoughts can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. Apathy teaches us to ground ourselves in the present, dealing with challenges as they arise rather than being burdened by hypothetical troubles. Marcus Aurelius provides a potent antidote to this anticipatory suffering in his Meditations. He writes, "Do not disturb yourself by imagining your whole life at once. Do not assemble in your mind the many and varied troubles which have come to you in the past and will come again in the future." This advice encourages us to break free from the mental habit of bundling past and future concerns into a single overwhelming burden. Instead, we should focus on the present moment, tackling each issue one at a time with calm and clarity. Our minds have a remarkable ability to create vivid scenarios. This imagination serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it allows us to innovate and dream. On the other hand, it can lead us into a spiral of fear and anxiety. The Stoics understood this duality and emphasized the importance of harnessing our imagination for productive purposes while preventing it from becoming a source of unnecessary suffering. By focusing on what is real and immediate, we can conserve our mental energy for dealing with actual challenges. Another aspect of not suffering in advance is cultivating an attitude of acceptance towards uncertainty. Life, by its very nature, is unpredictable. Trying to control every outcome is not only impossible but also a source of constant frustration. Apathy teaches us to accept that uncertainty is a fundamental part of life. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity or resignation. Rather, it means acknowledging what we cannot change and directing our efforts towards what we can influence. As the Serenity Prayer wisely states, "Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference." By incorporating this apathetic mindset into our daily lives, we can transform how we handle stress and anxiety. When faced with uncertainty or potential challenges, remind yourself of Seneca's wisdom: "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Take a deep breath and bring your focus back to the present moment. Ask yourself, what can I actually do right now that is constructive and within my control? This simple shift in perspective can alleviate much unnecessary suffering and allow you to approach life's uncertainties with greater composure. Number 4. Quit wasting time. Seneca captured this sentiment perfectly when he wrote, "Putting things off is the biggest waste of life." This bold statement challenges us to consider how often we procrastinate, delay, or squander precious moments on activities that do not enrich our lives. In a world filled with endless distractions, this apathetic advice is particularly relevant. Consider the modern conveniences and technologies designed to save us time. Ironically, they often become the very things that consume it. Online entertainment, streaming services, and social media can easily devour hours of our day if we're not mindful. While these tools can offer relaxation and connection, it's crucial to recognize when they're pulling us away from more meaningful pursuits. Seneca's wisdom urges us to critically examine how we're spending our time and reclaim it for activities that truly matter. Procrastination, often dubbed the thief of time, is another significant hurdle. It's the nagging habit of postponing tasks, convincing ourselves that tomorrow will be a better day to start. Yet, as the Stoics remind us, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. This stark reminder of life's fleetingness should motivate us to act with urgency and purpose. By realizing that our time is limited, we can compel ourselves to stop procrastinating and start taking action on our goals and dreams today. Consider the impact of procrastination on our aspirations. When we delay pursuing our ambitions, we not only push back our progress but also diminish our potential achievements. Each day we postpone is a day we could have used to move closer to our dreams. The apathetic approach is to begin at once, to live each day as if it were our last, fully embracing the present moment. This mindset helps us focus on what needs to be done now rather than what can be put off until later. Another key aspect of stopping the waste of time is prioritization. Apathy encourages us to discern what truly matters and dedicate our valuable time accordingly. This means identifying our core values and aligning our daily actions with them.